Back with another Savage stream. Thanks everybody for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting on all the videos and stuff like that. You guys are awesome. There's been like a ton of comments lately. Most of them are like scams and like spam type stuff, but you know, I deal with it. I have to keep deleting them and blocking them and all that stuff. So, you know, whenever Bitcoin or whenever crypto's going up, you know, you see a real increase in all those types of things with the scams and just random really weird comments on your videos and stuff. It really sucks, but it takes a little bit of time to delete all that stuff, and probably I'm not getting to all of them, but I do the best I can. So you might be wondering, all right, so normally, man, am I red? I feel like I'm red. What's up, Crypto Mikkel? Yeah, so you might be wondering, okay, so what's the deal with Crypto Skrewball Friday instead of Fireball Friday? You know what? I've been doing Fireball Friday for 2 years, I think. I don't know, a year and a half, something like that. And those guys have never even contacted me or anything about like sponsorship. I've asked them, I've emailed them, all that stuff. They don't return any phone calls or emails or nothing. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to change to something else. So I did. I went to Skrewball, which is it's not an expensive liquor at all. And I know if Crypto Christopher Walken he's like a whiskey connoisseur, you know, so he would be laughing at this. But I am looking at, not that I wanted anybody to sponsor me. I mean, come on, guys, really. But so yeah, I changed it to, I ran out of Fireball. That's really what happened. I mean, let's be honest. I ran out of Fireball and I only had Skrewball left. So I made up my own little drink, which is Skrewball, which is peanut butter whiskey and peanut butter flavored whiskey, I guess you could say. And some milk, whole milk, and some Hershey's chocolate. It's actually pretty good. It's like chocolate milk, but alcoholic. I don't know how else to describe it. It's not bad. It's really good, and I'm on my like fourth one, if you can't tell. So yeah, pretty good, pretty decent. What's up, Britton Matthews, Crypto Mikkel? Yeah, I'm only showing one viewer also. That's kind of weird. Cancoin, what is up? You guys are awesome. So I don't have anything planned. I mean, I've got some various topics that we could talk about. I know I've been doing like videos this week on running your own Bitcoin node, which has been hilarious because some of the comments on the videos are like, wow, dude, really? So like a complete misunderstanding of what a node is on, and it's I mean, me as the person doing the video, it must be my fault, right? For not explaining it thoroughly, but I'm pretty sure in the videos I'm pretty thorough with exactly what a node is and why you would want to run your own Bitcoin node, for example. But it seemed to fly right over some people's heads, so it's been pretty funny with some of the comments. I did want to show you guys the actual node. So hey, what's up, Dan? Dane? What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. So if you look over there, let me go in there and point to the Bitcoin node that I am running. Give me just a second here. All right, so hopefully everybody saw that. It's just a external hard drive and the Raspberry Pi on top, you know, that is velcroed to the side of the external hard drive. And if you want to know why I pointed to that, we didn't really discuss it in the videos this week. I did two videos. One was why you should run your own Bitcoin node, and the second one was how to run your own Bitcoin node. And we used the Umbrel software, which is super convenient, super easy. I mean, again, I'll say it again. I've said it in those streams. It's like really embarrassing. It's embarrassingly easy to run your own Bitcoin node. Once you get the hardware set up right, then it's super easy, man. It's normally, you would want some level of effort, right? You would want to be able to say, yes, I was able to actually do this Bitcoin node, and it was a challenge, and it was hard, and it took a while to figure out. I mean, it's like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and you're up and running and good to go. It's incredible. So if you want to run your own Bitcoin node, I encourage you to do so. There's a lot of questions. There were some questions with why you would want to do that, because people assume that running your own node means that you are earning crypto in some way, which is weird. But okay, that's not how it works. Not with Bitcoin. Whenever you run your own Bitcoin node, you are just participating in the network. You're listening for transactions. You are broadcasting, those transactions to the network. You are allowing new Bitcoin nodes to download the blockchain data from your node, right? So you're basically participating in the network, and it's really just I'm going to forget that word again. Altruistic. It's an altruistic way of participating in Bitcoin. It has nothing to do with, there's no financial incentive at all to run your own node. You don't get paid. It doesn't work like that. It is all out of pocket. So for this Bitcoin node, I think I paid $99 or $119 for the Raspberry Pi, and then the hard drive I think I already had, and it was 1 terabyte. You want to get at least a 1 terabyte, but anything larger than that would be fine as well. I wouldn't say that I would get anything less than a 1 terabyte drive for a Bitcoin node, even though the entire Bitcoin blockchain right now is only like 375 gig. I would still say that I would, just because of the cost, I would probably go ahead and get a one terabyte. So, what's up, Dan the Dane? I probably already said hey. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You guys are awesome. So, what I wanted to talk about tonight, and Dan the Dane is probably going to like this because he's a big Ravencoin fan, is, there's been some YouTubers like Son of a Tech. There's been some others that have talked about, like, hey, what are we going to do once Ethereum goes to proof of stake, right? Or 1559, EIP 1559 might be an issue as well. There's all kinds of different things going on with Ethereum on the mining side that might affect our profitability. And some people are saying, okay, so we'll probably move our rigs to Raven or Ethereum Classic or something like that. And I do want to talk. So I want to talk about Ravencoin specifically, because I want to say that January 1st was his last day. Tron Black was always one of the main devs for Ravencoin, and I think that his contract ended with Medici Ventures and all that stuff January 1st, I think, if I remember right. But long story short, there has been some lack of development on the Ravencoin side of the house as far as like really sticking to their roadmap. Okay, so if you go to ravencoin.org and then you go to, I think it's white paper, and then from white paper you get this development roadmap. Okay, so there are some significant things in here that need to be done in order for Ravencoin to really spread its wings and really capture some of the market for like securities, for tokenization of real world assets and all that stuff, and being able to distribute rewards for that. Now, I have not stayed on top of Ravencoin at all for like probably about a year. Me and Serpent did quite a few videos on security tokens and things like that. we went pretty deep into it. I've got like an IPFS asset out there. I probably should have fired up my wallet so that you guys could see it. But my concern is on the development side, there needs to be some further development to really realize the potential of Ravencoin. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So if you go to their roadmap, you got phase 1 complete. Okay, great. Assets are complete. Okay, great. You can, create assets super easy, very easy. Then you've got unique assets complete. Okay, that's awesome. You've got mobile wallet compatibility, mnemonic seed complete. Okay, great. All right, so they've done some development. Okay, it's awesome what they've done so far, but the problem is right here. So you got phase 3 rewards that is not complete. Now again, I don't think that they're complete based on what I'm looking at here. This is on their live website. Maybe they are, but I'm thinking that they are not. Okay, so this is huge. This is a huge development that needs to occur on Ravencoin if it's not already. And I'll talk about that in a minute. And then you also have messaging. You've got voting and compatibility mode that are listed here as not complete yet. Okay, so these are significant. Okay, so rewards would be like, okay, let's say that I took one of my rigs that I own outright, which is like Kessel. Okay, so let's take the Kessel rig, and just a super simple, easy example here. And it's a 6x10 series GPU rig. It's got two 1070s, two 1070 Ti's, and two 1080s. And let's say that I wanted to create an asset for that rig. Then I could do that. That part is already done in Ravencoin. Then I wanted to sell to you guys or to crypto people a portion of that rig. Like, let's say that I created an asset for that rig that had 1,000 tokens. Okay, so we'll just say 1,000 total for Kessel, for SavageMine underscore Kessel, right? So that's the asset name. And then I sold 1,000, and the total issuance would be 1,000 for that rig. And then you guys could actually buy those tokens from me for that rig. Now, why would you do that? Well, you would do that because you want to accrue, or you want to receive rewards based on the mining that rig does. So for example, like I could sell the rig outright. I could basically have everybody in the community actually own that rig. Okay, I know this gets like really out there, but so you guys would own, like, let's say that Dan the Dane he bought 500 of the 1,000 tokens available. And let's just say they were, I put them up for sale for 50 cents each or whatever, $1 each, whatever the amount. Then he owns 500, so he owns 50% of the total rig. And then the community, let's say that CryptoMichael has 25%. So he bought 25%. Yashnik bought 25%. So there's your 100% of the asset, right, on the blockchain, on the Ravencoin network. Then, based on the rewards that it receives from mining, I could distribute those rewards to those owners based on their percentage of ownership of that asset. So hopefully this makes sense. I know I'm probably way out there, but that's the way that this is supposed to work. This is DeFi. This is digital finance, right? So the problem is with Ravencoin anyway, is that their phase 3 rewards, according to their roadmap here, is not done. Again, I have not done super amount of research on this. I'm just going by what the roadmap says right now. So that scenario that I laid out there is not feasible at this point. You can't do that. right now, and that's a drawback for Ravencoin. They really need to get this stuff implemented if it is not already. That's a huge drawback. So keep that in mind as you go forward with Ravencoin. So another one is phase 5, which is messaging. And that's the ability to message token holders. Like, for example, in that scenario that I just gave with the rig being an asset on the Ravencoin network, I don't have, at this point, according to their roadmap, I don't have the ability to message those folks that own the rig. I can't tell them anything across the network, across the blockchain network, the Ravencoin blockchain network. I wouldn't be able to message them. And that's another roadmap item that isn't complete according to this on their website. And that's a cause of concern, in my opinion. Also, you got phase 6, which is voting. That's another thing. Let's say that on that rig that is out there, and I've got ownership of Dan the Dane having 50%, Yashnik having 25%, Crypto Mikhail is having 25%, and we've got a fan that's bad, or we've got a potential upgrade situation where we need to upgrade a GPU on that rig. Let's say that we've got a fan that's bad. So I could message them, hey, we've got a bad fan. You know, we need you to vote whether or not we replace the fan or replace the GPU. Like, that's just a weird scenario, but it could be exactly like that. Hey, vote, 1 for replace the fan, vote 2 for replace the GPU, right? Then it would come out of the profits of the mining and all that stuff, right? So that's the way that this could kind of work. Now, obviously, you can see the potential of this if you apply this same scenario to like real estate, okay? So if you apply it to a building, a strip mall, whatever, there's this, that's what this is built for. One of the things that Ravencoin is actually built for. I'm super excited about Ravencoin. We've got to see this development. We've got to see messaging. We've got to see voting. We've got to see rewards implemented. We've got to, because if we don't, this project could be one of those ones that just goes away, and I don't want to see that for Ravencoin. It's been super solid the whole time. Unfortunately, like I said at the top there, Tron Black, one of the main developers, is not in there anymore, and I think that that's affecting the progress in the roadmap. It's unfortunate. I hope that they get this stuff squared away, because this is huge. Another thing is compatibility view. Compatibility view. You can tell I work in IT, right? If I'm talking about compatibility view. Okay, so compatibility mode. This is cool because this allows assets, like, let's say that we have the Kessel asset that's on the network. We can have it act exactly like Raven. It says here LTC, Litecoin, Bitcoin, for easy integration into exchanges. And basically, you could look at it like this. Essentially, all that would happen is the exchange that wanted to support that asset, like, let's just say a far-fetched idea that some exchange is going to support the SavageMine Kessel rig. Okay, I know that's crazy, but let's just say that they were. Then they could do it exactly like Ravencoin, except for they would have to change the port, and that's pretty much it. That is a very important roadmap item that needs to be addressed and needs to be accomplished and finished, because in order for you to have security tokens on the network, if you want this platform, the Ravencoin network, to be used for security tokens, that's one of the main selling points of this whole thing, then you really need to have that compatibility mode finished so that an exchange could actually list your token. So imagine SavageMine Kessel rig, token out there being exchanged on an exchange. So that's what we're talking about here. So I don't know. I know I'm kind of going off on a crazy tangent, but Ravencoin, they need to fix this. They need to get back to the development, and I'm sure that there are. There's plenty of there's lots of developers working on it. You know, Tron Black wasn't the only one, but man, this needs to be accomplished like as soon as possible if you expect Ravencoin to keep up with the market, okay? Because things are moving super fast, and this is a concern for me for Ravencoin. I don't know. Let me know what you guys thinks. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I don't know. I pretty much put up there that this would be kind of an Ask Me Anything, but I know I'm kind of going off about Ravencoin. I hope that they fix this. I hope that they finish up this development. No one's tagging me saying that I'm an idiot and that it's already been developed, so that's good. So I think I'm pretty on point with this. They really need to develop this stuff. They need to get it finished up. Let's finish up this roadmap, guys. Time is running out, in my opinion, for this type of platform. All right, so I'm going to check the chat over here a little bit. I'm not really being tagged, so that's good. You guys are just talking, and I like that. That's fine with me. Yeah, I think everything's good. You guys are awesome. I know that at 10 p.m., DCA Adventure is going to go live, I believe, right? DCA Adventure. Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure I saw their announcement. I probably have them. Yep. So 10 p.m. Eastern time. So that's in 7 minutes from now. Pocket Change. You guys are killing me. Pocket Change. Is that the wife or the husband? I forget. Pocket Change. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. You guys are awesome. Y'all too. Yeah, you know, I hope that this... I tend to just kind of blab on about things I've kind of been interested in over the years. Ravencoin is one of those things that I've spent a lot of time on. I've done a lot of content on Ravencoin, actually. And I've mined Ravencoin over the years, although probably not as much as I should. Because, you know, I don't have a lot of rigs to actually point at it. So I've done what I can to support the network and you know, try to mine up as much Ravencoin as possible. It's one of those things where I don't want to see them. I do not want to see Ravencoin fail. I want them to continue the development, and there's those 3 or 4 big items on their roadmap that need to be finished in order for them to realize the true potential of Ravencoin. Because without those, it's just another cryptocurrency. Yeah, you've got assets on there already, but man, those rewards, that's huge. The rewards are huge. Okay, if you don't understand the importance of those rewards, maybe you could go to me and Serpent did several videos on using the reward feature, and the thing that I always think about is actually real estate, because I really think that real estate is going to be tokenized in the future. I don't see how it couldn't be. Imagine this, okay? So let me just take a wild example, okay? So let's say in Dubai, you know that crazy building like they had in Mission Impossible, right? That building, I can't remember the name of it, but whatever it is. So let's say that they tokenize that. They put that asset, that real estate, that property on the Ravencoin network. Okay, I know that's far-fetched, but just hear me out. So they put that out there, and you're able to buy a portion of that building that is in Dubai, sitting at your computer at your home, and you're able to buy a portion of that real estate. Think about how powerful that is. Thanks, Dan and Dane. Super awesome. You guys are awesome. Thanks for what is this? I don't even know how much that is. Dan and Dane, sorry. I'll have to look that up, but I think that's a lot. Seems like that's a lot. Yashnik, you must have missed the first of the show, but I switched to Skrewball. I'm making Skrewball milk, like whole milk, and Hershey's chocolate. It's basically like an alcoholic chocolate milk. It's freaking awesome. So I kind of went through the whole thing at the top of the stream. I was like, I've been doing Crypto Fireball Friday for so long, and those guys have not, what is that called? Supported me, like in any way. They haven't endorsed me or nothing. They haven't given me anything, and I've been promoting their product for 3 years. Anyway, it hasn't been that long, but whatever. So I was just kind of goofing around with that. Long story short, I ran out of Fireball. I don't have any Fireball, so I had to come up with something different. And I had Skrewball, so I'm using Skrewball, and it's Skrewball milk and Hershey's chocolate. I'm so bad. But yeah, I'm drinking with you guys. Yeah, it's actually pretty good there, Brenton Matthews. It's pretty good. J-Rad, no, I wouldn't. That's not the way it works. Because what I'm referring to is like an ownership of the property, not a timeshare. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual ownership. So like I could put my house on Ravencoin and offer it as, a potential, like let's say I could say, okay, so this asset has 40,000 tokens available. And then, now I don't know how this will work because the property is just a house. It's not like based on income. That's a bad example. So let's say that you had like a hotel complex or a strip mall, right? Let's say you had a 5 segmented out strip mall. You could put that on the Ravencoin network as a token. You could, or as an asset. Assets and tokens are kind of similar on the Ravencoin network. So you could put it out there as an asset, sell portions of it, right, to potential investors or to investors. And then you could distribute the rewards based on the rent that you accumulate from that strip mall, right? So that means that, think about this. This is like the next evolution of the internet. This is the next evolution of how shares and how property and all that stuff will work, right? This is like this is evolution, and I think that it's going to go in this way. This is like Web3 type stuff, right? Where you are. Think about that. Think about being just like me, like a dude sitting at his computer, and I could buy a portion of that huge tower in Dubai. And whatever rent they bring in from renting an office space in that building, whatever portion I own of that building, I get that reward. Think about that. That's freaking crazy. But it is completely possible with this type of technology. I'll just say it like that. I know I'm going off. You guys are awesome. Thanks for listening to me rap about Ravencoin. Got to get it finished though. That roadmap needs to be finished because those rewards are huge. Thanks, Dan the Dane again. Dan the Dane, you're sick, dude. You're so sick. Thanks so much. You don't say anything though. Why are you not saying anything in your little super chats here? in your super chats. What's up with that? Sorry. Let me post the chat to, or the link to DCA Adventure. It looks like they might be waiting on me to finish. That happens sometimes because they're awesome. So let me post that link over there. They might just be behind. I don't know. Can you do a video on Hive on Pool? I've done a lot of videos on Hive on Pool and Hive in general. I could probably do a quick one on Hive on Pool because I use Hive on Pool, not obviously, but I do use Hive on Pool for. I've got the door closed, so I've got some temperature issues right now, but I do have. I am mining to Hive on Pool on these two rigs right here. No, these two rigs. Yeah, sorry. Kessel and Kajimi. Those are both on Hive on Pool. One is Ethereum, one is Ethereum Classic. And if I click over here, so that is Ethereum, and let's see if this works. And it does not. So this is something I've brought up several times in my stream. Like on my Monday stream is usually Ethereum Classic profits, and I don't know why, but for some reason Ethereum Classic on Hive on Pool doesn't show up right. You see how it's got like zeros down here, and if I go back to Ethereum, it looks like this, and then if I go back to Ethereum Classic, looks like this. So I have to actually go out on the pool. So I click on view on Hive on Pool. I have to put in my address here that I'm mining to, and then it shows all the correct information. So yeah, other than that, I don't know what you would need to see. I mean, I've got the flight sheet set up to Hive on Pool, but all that stuff is like super easy with HiveOS. I mean, you know, once you choose Hive on as your pool, that's pretty much it. You select your miner, and that is it for creating a flight sheet, and you're good. I mean, I don't know, maybe I could do something on it, but I don't know exactly what you need there. Have you seen that Ethermine has changed their payout to 0.1 for ETH? What was it before? Was it like it probably was 0.1 or something, or 1 ETH? Yeah, I would imagine that they would change it from that. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I think I posted the link. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Let me do it again just in case. There's the link to DCA Adventure. Be sure to head over there, do the whole Savage Raid thing. Let them know that you came from over here. And you guys are awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I know I was rambling on about Raven, but hopefully it brings some, some visibility to the issue that they really have to finish that roadmap, because they're going to miss out on some potential gains, you know, in value and just not capabilities, but they're not going to realize their true potential if they don't get that roadmap finished. So that's just my take on it, guys. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Dan the Dane, don't hate me for hating on Ravencoin a little bit. You guys are awesome. Stay savage, everybody. Head over to DCA Raid. Don't forget,